Hey, Cowboys Nation! The Dallas Cowboys are continuing their trend of making under-the-radar moves in the 2025 free agency period. While many fans were hoping for a blockbuster signing, the front office has instead focused on adding depth and versatility to the roster. The latest addition? Wide receiver Paris Campbell, fresh off a world championship with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, you read that right. The Cowboys are bringing in a player from their bitter NFC East rival. Let's break down what this means for the team and whether Campbell can make an impact in Dallas. Who is Paris Campbell? Paris Campbell, a former second-round pick by the Indianapolis Colts in 2019, has had an up-and-down career so far. After 4 seasons with the Colts, he spent time with the New York Giants and most recently the Philadelphia Eagles, where he earned a Super Bowl ring despite playing a limited role. Campbell's best season came in 2022 with the Colts, where he recorded 63 catches for 623 yards and 3 touchdowns. However, his production has been inconsistent since then, and he only appeared in 5 games for the Eagles in 2024, spending much of the season on the practice squad or inactive. At 27 years old, Campbell brings speed and versatility to the Cowboys' receiving core. While he's not a marquee name, he has the potential to contribute as a depth piece and special teams player. But here's the question. Is this the kind of move that moves the needle for Dallas, or is it just another low-risk, low-reward signing? Let's hear your thoughts, Cowboys Nation. Why sign Paris Campbell? The Cowboys' wide receiver room behind CeeDee Lamb is thin, to say the least. With Michael Gallup's departure and no significant additions so far in free agency, Dallas needed to address the position. Campbell provides a veteran presence with experience in multiple systems, and his speed could make him a useful weapon in Brian Schottenheimer's offense. Campbell's ability to play both in the slot and on the outside gives the Cowboys some flexibility, and his familiarity with the NFC East could be an added bonus. However, his injury history and lack of consistent production raise questions about how much he can truly contribute. So, Cowboys Nation, do you think Campbell is a sneaky good signing? Or are you disappointed the team didn't go after a bigger name? Let us know in the comments. The bigger picture. Cowboys' free agency strategy. The Cowboys' approach to free agency in 2025 has been, well, predictable. Instead of making splashy moves, the front office has focused on adding depth players, like Campbell, who come with low risk and potentially moderate reward. While this strategy has its merits, it's also left fans wondering if the team is doing enough to compete in a loaded NFC East. With nearly $60 million in cap space still available, the Cowboys have the resources to make a bigger move. But so far, they've opted to play it safe, signing players who can fill specific roles rather than chasing star power. Is this the right approach, or are the Cowboys missing an opportunity to take the next step? Let's debate. What does this mean? For the wide receiver room, the addition of Paris Campbell adds depth to a receiving core that currently features CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, and Cavante Turpin. While Campbell isn't likely to challenge for a starting role, he could compete for snaps as the WR3 or DBR4. His speed and versatility make him a potential weapon in Schottenheimer's scheme, but he'll need to prove he can stay healthy and produce consistently. The bigger question is whether the Cowboys are done addressing the wide receiver position. With the draft just around the corner, Dallas could still target a young playmaker to complement Lamb. But for now, Campbell is the latest addition to a group that still feels incomplete. So, Cowboys Nation, who would you like to see the team target next? Let's keep the conversation going. Impact on the 2025 season. If Paris Campbell can stay healthy and rediscover the form he showed in 2022, he could be a valuable contributor for the Cowboys. However, if he struggles with injuries or fails to make an impact, this signing will be seen as just another low-risk move that didn't move the needle. The Cowboys' success in 2025 will ultimately depend on how well they address their biggest needs, including wide receiver, linebacker, and the offensive line. While Campbell's signing is a step in the right direction, it's clear that more work needs to be done. So, Cowboys Nation, are you optimistic about this move, or are you hoping for something bigger? Let's hear your thoughts. What's next for the Cowboys? As of March 15, 2025, the Cowboys' offseason is far from over. With the draft just weeks away and plenty of cap space still available, the team has the opportunity to make a splash. whether that means signing a big-name free agent, trading for a star player, or addressing needs through the draft. One thing is certain, Cowboys Nation will be watching closely. So what do you think the front office should do next? Should they go all in on a player like Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper? Or should they focus on building through the draft? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Final thoughts. A defining offseason for Dallas. The 2025 offseason could be a defining moment for the Dallas Cowboys. With so much at stake, the team has a chance to regroup, refocus, and make the moves necessary to compete for a championship. Whether that means signing Paris Campbell is just the beginning or the extent of their free agency activity remains to be seen. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop on all the latest Cowboys news. The road to the 2025 season is just beginning, and we'll be here every step of the way. Until next time, Cowboys Nation. Detailed analysis. Paris Campbell's fit in Dallas. Paris Campbell's skill set aligns well with what the Cowboys need. In their receiving cores, at 6'0" and 208 pounds, Campbell has the size and speed to be a versatile weapon in Brian Schottenheimer's offense. His ability to line up in the slot or on the outside gives Dallas flexibility, and his experience in multiple systems could help him adapt quickly. However, Campbell's injury history is a concern. Since entering the league in 2019, he's missed significant time due to various ailments, including hamstring and foot injuries. If he can stay healthy, he could be a valuable contributor. But if he continues to struggle with injuries, this signing will be seen as another missed opportunity. So, Cowboys Nation, do you think Campbell is worth the risk, or should the team have pursued a more reliable option? Let's hear your thoughts. The Cowboys' history with reclamation projects. The Cowboys have a mixed track record when it comes to signing players with injury histories or inconsistent production. While some, like Randall Cobb and Allen Hurns, failed to live up to expectations, others, like Brandon Cooks, have been solid contributors. If Campbell can follow in Cook's footsteps, this signing could pay off. But if he struggles like Cobb or Hurns, it will be another example of the Cowboys' cautious approach backfiring. So, what's your take, Cowboys Nation? Do you trust the front office to make the right call, or are you skeptical of their ability to evaluate talent? Let's debate. Plan B. What if Campbell doesn't pan out? If Paris Campbell fails to make an impact, the Cowboys will need to explore other options. One possibility is targeting a wide receiver in the draft, with players like Rome Odunze and Troy Franklin likely available in the early rounds. Another option is trading for a proven playmaker like T. Higgins or Courtland Sutton, both of whom are young and under team control. But here's the thing. The Cowboys can't afford to wait too long. With the draft just weeks away, they need to make a decision soon. So, Cowboys Nation, who would you like to see the team target if Campbell doesn't work out? Let's keep the conversation going. Conclusion. What to expect in the coming days. As March 15th, 2025 rolls on, the Cowboys' offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. With Paris Campbell now in the fold and plenty of cap space still available, the team has a chance to make a statement and set the tone for the upcoming season. But as always, the question remains. Will Jerry Jones pull the trigger and make the moves that could change everything? So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys go all in on a big-name free agent, or is Paris Campbell enough to address the wide receiver position? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.